Hello, good morning, madam. Can you able to hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Bhagesh madam. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to.
Madam, shall we start?
Shall we start with the program? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Good afternoon, dear students. We're starting the session 2 of the day 3 of student induction program. Today, among us, we have Dr. Bhageshri SR, Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication, and also the Dean Research. Dr. Bhageshri SR has done her Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communication Engineering, as well as MTech in VLSI and Embedded Systems. She has obtained the doctorate from University of Mysore on the topic A Novel Approach in Diagnosis of Alzheimer's Disease and Designing an Embedded System for Patients Suffering from the Disease. She is the first Indian to apply a machine learning for 10 by 66 for LMIC setting. She has worked at various capacities. She has put around 25 years of service in both teaching as well as in industry. At present, Madam is working as a Dean Research, ATM College of Engineering, as well as the Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. She also holds the position of Governing Council member of ATMECE. She has put in her service as a founder HOD of Telecommunication Engineering at GSSS IETW, Mysuru, and founder HOD of Electronics and Communication Engineering at ATVCE. Madam holds a patent and she also presented her papers in India as well as abroad. So Madam has published her work in many international peer-reviewed journals, Scopus and H-indexed journals with the index rate of around 116. Madam has chaired many national and international conferences. Madam is a good academic and editorial board member of many international journals. Madam has organized a good number of workshops, the faculty development program, national and international conferences. Madam is also a reviewer of many international journals that includes Elsewhere, BMC Neurology, etc. She has reviewed many papers of IEEE and Springer conferences. So Madam has authored a few book chapters that includes 3 Springer book chapters. Madam is the member of advisory board of VTU e-Sikshana. So Madam is also a board of examiner member of National Institute of Engineering, Mysuru. She is a resource person of Universal Human Values. The Madam is a convener of UHV as well as Student Induction Program. So Madam has organized webinar series on self-sustenance through Atmanirbhar Bharat in association with the Field Outreach Bureau, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Mysuru. So Madam has participated in Smart India Hackathon in 2017. The Madam holding the position of Treasurer, Secretary, IETE Mysore Center. She is also currently senior member of IEEE, Vice Chairperson of IETE Mysore Center, Joint Secretary of ARDSI Mysore Chapter, Life Member of ISTE, IEI and KRVP. Madam is a governing body member of Sadvidya Education Institutions, Mysuru. It's our honor to have you, Madam, in this session, and I'm handing the session to you. Thank you, Madam.
Thanks a lot for nice introduction, Teju. Thank you. I'll be starting the session soon. Good morning to all the students who are present here. Hearty welcome to you all. Anyway, it's nice to see you in the student induction program of even semester. And I would like to thank the management, principal and deans and the HODs and also the coordinators of the student induction program for giving me an opportunity to speak about a few words about the research and development. Anyway, let me start with the presentation. So the contents of today's sessions are the introduction, why research is important, the support that we have been giving from our institution, from NATM College of Engineering, the achievements of our faculty members as well as the students. Okay.
Excuse me,
So let us start.
madam.
Yeah.
Madam, the full presentation mode ಹೋಗಬೇಕು.
Martin.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay. So let us start with this. Let us start with the introduction part. So normally, in the current scenario, the higher education institutions, any higher education institution students, they think from three different perspectives. A few will be focusing only on education, few will be focusing on education as well as knowledge generation where R&D is involved. Okay, there are very few institutions, okay, which will be working on education, the knowledge generation as well as innovation. Okay, so normally most of the engineering colleges, higher education institutions, is normally the engineering colleges are the of primary importance. Okay, most of the engineering colleges, I say, they focus only on education. Okay, for them is knowledge, imparting of knowledge, getting the results is of more or higher priority than anything else. Maybe I can say 60 to 70% of the institutions focus on this. Okay, there are around 20 to 30% of institutions which focus both on education as well as knowledge generation. Okay, so they will be working, teaching learning process becomes of higher importance, the second question about it, but they will be focusing on knowledge generation also. Okay, IITs, NITs, all those institutions come under that category. And there are few institutions which will have the collaboration of these institutions and they'll be working on innovation as well. Okay, very few institutions, maybe not even 10% of the institutions across the nation work with innovation as a perspective. Okay, I'm very happy to say that our institution is not only focusing on education, we belong in the upper categories always. Okay, so we focus on education, knowledge generation as well as innovation. Right? So coming to the countries across the world, and if you see the scores of the countries across the world with respect to their scientific publications, China stands number one students. It is 20.67%. Okay, so you can see the number of publications that they have done. It is 5,28,263. Right? The United States stands number 2, it is 4,22,808 and it is 16.54% of the global population. India stands number 3, it is 1,35,788 and it happens to be 5.31%. Okay, and the remaining countries are Germany, Japan, UK, Russia and Italy. Though we stand number 3, what is our contribution to the world with respect to population? It is 5.31%. Okay, it's a very small value, and you can see that there is a huge gap between India and United States, India and China. Okay, we need to take very long steps to reach number 2. Right? And today the whole world is looking into research and development. Right? So if you consider the current status of Indian R&D, we rank number 3 in research and development. Okay, so we could see a growth rate of 14% compared to the world average of 4%. It's a good indication. And coming to the number of papers written, to the amount that we have spent on each paper, we rank number 1. Means whatever the publication we have been doing is very cost effective. We are not spending much on publication. At the same time, even without spending much, we are able to reach number 3 at the global level. That's where our intelligence lies, right? Okay, in certain, and there are 5 different domain students where the whole world is looking into, where the research is needed. Okay, nanotechnology is one such field. Nanotechnology is one of those five pillars, so you can say. Okay, so India ranks number 3 in nanotechnology. So, and this is how we number 3. Here is a small video for you. So till 2012, we were nowhere in existence. Is it not? What is that information you have been getting here, students? What does this PPT, YouTube link, whatever I had shared you, infers you? Can anyone of you tell me? What does this infer you? Could get any information out of it? Start thinking like researchers. Research is finding fact, students, nothing more than that. Okay, finding fact from whatever the study we have been doing. The study could be anything. Okay, see, you could have seen that till 2012, we were nowhere in existence. Okay, and around 2012, we could get to the position of number 8, and today we are in number 3. So that shows the importance of the nation has been given for research. And days are not far where we may reach number 1. If you all, the younger generation, think on those lines. Right? So here is a quote for you. William Pollard, he is a physicist. I think he was a physicist. He said, learning and innovation go hand in hand. The arrogance of success is to think that what you did yesterday will be sufficient for tomorrow. He was absolutely right, students. Okay, it's a mere arrogance if I think what I was doing yesterday will stand for today and tomorrow. It cannot happen. You must have understood change is the one which continuously changes. Right? So we need to be accommodative, we need to be flexible, we need to have an eye on what is going on across the nation and across the globe. Okay, and we should be able to incorporate the best things. Right? Now, why research is important? Always students have been telling that why research is important. Education is more than sufficient. No, why we have to think of research? Why we need to innovate things? What is the need? Okay, we take the exam, attend the classes, we take the exam, we clear the exam, we get whatever the marks that is required to get placed in some company. It's more than sufficient for us. This is what any person, anybody, even if I am in your position, this is how I also think like. Okay, the thought process may not be different. But if you see the contribution of the scientists across the nation and across the globe, we understand the importance of research. CRISPR, clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats. Okay, this is a catchy word of late. Please Google about this. Okay, okay, like Emmanuel and Jennifer Dhoda, they have done a lot of research. Okay, in the field of chemistry, and they said that by changing the DNA, we shall be able to fight for any disease. Let it be any disease. It could be cancer, or it could be the COVID, whatever we have been facing today, or it could cancer. Even in cancer, let it be any type of the cancer. It could be breast cancer or spinal cancer, whatever the type of the cancer. Okay, so they say that by changing the link in the DNA, we shall be able to treat any device. And they also say that there may be the possibility that such diseases may not exist in future. What else we want for humankind? Okay, we have been witnessing that the deaths happening in the near and the near one's families. Okay, we have been seeing how people have been suffering. Okay, so if one such thing can happen in the real-time environment, if one such good thing could be implemented in the days to come, okay, there is no more service that the humankind needs via researcher than this. And they got a Nobel Prize for the invention that they have done. And it is because of the research that they have been doing in this field. I request the participants to keep their phones muted. Please do that. Okay, students are very disciplined is what I heard. And they listen to the faculty is also what I heard. Okay, keep your phones muted, students. Okay, so Pfizer is one such vaccination that has been found out by the company, Pfizer company, it's a COVID vaccination, and it has been developed by US, okay, based on the work that these people have done. Okay, and there is a book that has been written. Okay, please read the book if possible, The Code Breaker. This has been written by Walter Isaacson on Jennifer Doda, her contributions about this is about her. Okay, please read the books whenever the time permits, students. It will give you a lot of information and knowledge. Okay, so normally generations of students ask, why is that we have to learn anything? Why? What is the purpose? Where will I use it? Normally, you would have heard students saying or anybody saying, I heard X, I have not been able to use it, I'm using Y, which I never learned. I have been using Excel, which I never learned in my engineering studies, and all the time I'll be working on that. And some people would have been saying that I have learned control systems, which I have not been able to use. There will be many such apprehensions that will be there always. Okay? But when we do research, it is teaching learning is a part of learning students. But when you take research, okay, it offers students a concrete demonstration of the principles and concepts covered in textbooks and lab sections. Whatever you have been learning, you don't learn only for the sake of marks. Okay, you start learning beyond that. That is what research is all about. Okay, so students make connections to make connections to their own interests that may not ordinarily be made in passive learning environment. In regular classes, what we do, we go sit in the classes, we learn from the faculty whatever we are expected to. But on the other hand, for the same thing, if you develop some more interest, okay, if you have a group of your own classmates, you will be able to work on certain concepts. Definitely it will make connections with the people of your own interest. And when you have such interest, when you have such connection, when you have such bonding, it is not going to stop at that point, students. You will always have an opportunity to take greater ownership of whatever you have been learning. Whenever I learn something beyond whatever I'm expected to learn, do you think I will keep quiet with the knowledge that I have acquired? Will I not go one step ahead to say what I can do with the additional knowledge that has been gained? So, my dear students, once you have this, you will also do the same thing. Okay, you will start owning whatever you have learned and you will see what better thing you can do. Okay, and the intellectual curiosity will be sparkled. Okay, so we all have the emotional quotients, intelligent quotients, etc. etc. Is it not? So the intelligent quotient is very important for any human being. And we have to keep on giving fuel to that so that it will sparkle and it will ignite. Okay, whether you make it low flame or mid flame or full flame or whether you want it to sparkle with maximum intensity, that is in your hands, students. Okay, so giving fuel is in your hands. Means give some information, give some inputs, have some thought process, think on those lines. Okay, spend some time on improving the curiosity in a particular domain, whatever the domain that is of your interest. It could be anything, it could be automotive, it could be anything, students, whatever you think is of your interest. So the strength of our students' relationships, this is told by tomorrow. The strength of our students' relationship makes a difference in translating our passion for teaching into their passion for learning. Okay, so our passion is to make people learn, right? Now, once you start learning the things from the research perspective of you, what is that outcome? What is the gain that you are going to have? What will be the outcome? What could be the expected results? Okay, you may always ask, ma'am, why should I learn from the research perspective of you? Why shouldn't I restrict myself only for the marks that I have been scoring? Why shouldn't I be happy with whatever the marks that I have been scoring? Why are you asking us to think beyond limits? Okay, so every effort that you are putting will have an outcome, students, definitely. Okay, so even this will also has its own outcome. Mentor relationships with faculty often evolve. Students develop a better type of relationship with faculty than it is possible in the classroom. In the classroom, we will be spending time in teaching. You will also be spending time in whatever you have been learning, and it is pertaining to the content of the class, which is only restricted or confined for that particular timetable. Right? Whatever I am supposed to teach for today, I will come and teach and you will learn the same. But once you start thinking from the research perspective of you, you will not be restricting yourself with your teacher. The relationship with between teacher and student will not be confined to only learning the academics of that particular subject of that particular class of that particular content. It will extend beyond that. Okay, so the interaction will be more intense. So you will, once you get interest in certain domain, you will start looking for teachers. So for example, if you have interest towards robotics, okay, and if you want to do something in that field, you will start looking for a resource person in the institution who will be able to help you. Okay, so when you start discussing such things, it will become intense. You will start, you will spend more time with the faculty, with the mentors or the teachers. Right? And it often covers the basis for a lifetime of personal connections and career guidance. It is definitely true, students. Many of the students who are our alumni have still connection with the faculty members of our institution because of the extra work that they have done all those years. Okay, it might be the projects, it might be the exhibitions that they have participated, it might be the hackathons in which they had participated. Those things will give long relationship between teachers and the students. It is almost, I can say, many times it becomes lifelong relationship. Okay. So faculty research mentors are great sources of references and advices when student applies for jobs or graduate schools. Whenever you are going for higher studies, there you need to give a letter of reference. Okay, so normally the project guides. Students approach the project guides. Okay, when the approach project guides, they will be the real source of giving you the letter of reference because they know what is your ability, what is your competency, how good you are in your projects, how much were you involved in the projects. Okay, so they are the resource persons for you who will be giving you the letter of reference when you go for the jobs or for higher education. I understand that you all will be knowing that letter of reference is very, very important for you.
Hello, madam. Any problem?
Was there any connection? Can you hear me?
Yes, madam. You are audible.
Yeah. I thought there is some network problem. I thought connection might have gone wrong.
It's okay, madam.
Thanks. Okay. Now students also learn to work as a member of the research team. When you are working with a group students, you will also learn teamwork. Okay, teamwork happens to be one of our very important parameter of NBA as well. Okay, so you learn how to work as a team. When you are going to the work in an industry or a company, teamwork makes a lot huge impact. Okay, on your career. Now, research always often involves group work. Okay, you will be able to have more depth of interaction with your classmates, with your friends, and you will be having improvisation with the communication skills also. And you will be able to write the knowledge that you have acquired in a better way. Okay, so here I would like to say the students of fourth semester are trying to write papers about this COVID pandemic. It's a review paper. Okay, but still they have been putting efforts in writing the papers. Your own seniors by only just by 1 year. Okay, so they have been revising papers. Okay, they have been re-editing it. They have been revising the paper, but I can see the paper, whatever that they have been revising, whatever they have been editing, the paper that they have been giving now is better than the previous version they had submitted. I could see a lot of improvement in their writing skills. Okay, so the writing skills, and if the paper gets selected, no, definitely they'll be presenting the paper in our forthcoming international conference, which is going to be held on June 10th and 11th of this year, next month it is. Okay, so definitely the presentation skill will also improve, right? The benefits that the students have been getting. Okay, this will strengthen their knowledge. Okay, you will become experts in the domains in which you have been working. Okay, so any will appreciate the knowledge and the wisdom you have. You have been attending UHV classes, right? You will be knowing that people value the knowledge and wisdom you possess always, more than the materialistic life that you have, right? So once you have acquired knowledge, once you have the extra information, definitely the published research papers speak about the competency of your research. And research always begins with the habit of sharing research with other scholars. And you should also be able to appreciate the published research work if at all written by somebody else also, which is very important. Okay, so many of the students, the research experiences that they have in the institution, that the time that they spend in projects, doing projects, okay, will be most memorable ones as undergraduates. I wish all of you that you have such experiences, not only in the while you are doing your final year project, in all the next 3.5 years in the institution, to experience this and make each day of yours a memorable one. Okay, and when it comes to the companies, employees always look for these characteristic students. The students who possess these characters are the ones which will be taken at the very first instance. So it's better, even from the employment point of view also, it would be better to possess such qualities. Earlier we understand better it would be, right? So coming to the national level accrediting bodies of higher education, there are various bodies, NBA, NAC, ABET, etc. All these accrediting bodies give lot of importance to research. It does not only give importance to the research of the faculty members, they will also keen on finding out what is the involvement of students in writing papers, in publishing their papers in conferences, how many times have they gone and presented their work in the external environment, rather in other institutions. Okay, so it is a requirement of the day. It is not only pertaining to our institution, it is the requirement of the nation. Okay, so any institution which have all these accrediting bodies affiliated to or affiliated with these bodies need to fulfill these requirements, right? So coming to the ranking methodologies, there are two ranking methodologies, students: NIRF and QSIH. Okay, so this is NIRF. Both are national level ranking bodies. They rank the institution based on the publications that we possess, based on the projects that we have done, based on the funding that we have acquired, based on the patents that the institution has. Okay, these are the various criteria. Okay, and all these ranking bodies give a lot of importance to research. You can see the equal importance has been given to research as well as teaching learning process. Okay, so research has been given 100 marks. Okay, TLP has also been given 100 marks. So research is of very importance. Many of you must have heard of National Education Policy. How many of you have heard of National Education Policy? Can you just raise your hands? How many of you have heard of National Education Policy 2020 students, NEP 2020? Please raise your hands if you have heard of it. Is it only one student has heard of it? Two? Karthik, very good. Aisha Sultan, excellent. Is there any other student who has heard of National Education Policy? Okay, good. 3 students in the class, 4. Nice to see the increasing number. Good. Okay. Great students. Good number of students have heard of National Education Policy. It is nice to know about it. Anyway, so National Education Policy 2020 is one of the policies that has been designed recently by under the leadership of Kasturi Rangan, one of the great scientists of the nation. Okay, so NEP has found that there are certain challenges. Okay, with respect to the quality education. See here, the societal challenge of India is we have to have clean drinking water. Okay, this is the challenge that has been possessed not only by India, by the globe as well. Okay, this is the challenges that has been told by even the United Nations. Okay, so in one of the places that has been told anyway. So they say that clean drinking water and sanitation, quality education and healthcare, improved transportation, improving the quality of air, improved energy and improved infrastructure. Okay, these are the requirements. Okay, and this has to be addressed by the top-notch science and technology. This gives, if you start working to improve upon these fields, what will happen? This is rooted in a deep understanding of the societal sciences and humanities and the various socio-cultural and environmental dimensions of the nation require high quality interdisciplinary research. Students, when you are working on these fields, it is not possible for people from a single domain to work on this. Okay, say for example, if at all we are willing to work on healthcare, we need to have the knowledge of the medical practitioners, We need to have the knowledge of an electronics engineer. We need to have the association of computer science engineers. Okay, name it. Depending upon the requirement, we may need to have the knowledge shared by people belonging to different domains. Okay, so I may want to improve or I may want to improve the quality of the drinking water that have been getting in the rural villages. Let us assume if I want to work on one such project, if I want to provide clean drinking water to elderly people. Okay, let us assume that is my next project that I want to work on. As an engineer of electronics, that may be my intention, that may be my idea, that may be my dream, but as a faculty of electronics engineer, will I be able to fulfill the need with the highest expectation? It won't be possible for a single person. Okay, so we need to have an association, we need to have the collaboration of people belonging to different domains. It may be the people from environmental engineering, it may be people from civil engineering, it could be people from the other sectors. Okay, only by having the collaboration work, only by having the interdisciplinary research across various fields, we shall be able to give quality work. My dear students, please do understand, days have gone where I say that I belong to electronics engineering department and I want to work only in this field. No, it cannot happen. Okay, we can have quality work, we can give the work which the society demands, we can do the projects that are dictated by the society only when the work becomes interdisciplinary. I alone cannot do anything, that is the fact of the day. Okay, only by collaboration, only by having interdisciplinary research, we can do something worthwhile. We can do something which what the people on the other side looks for, what people needs, what society needs. Otherwise, whatever the research I have been doing will go waste. My efforts and time will go waste if it is not used by the society. Yes or no? Do people agree with me? Let us assume that I do research, I develop some product, and if people are not able to use it, do you think my research has fulfilled the requirement? Do you think it fulfilled the purpose? Say yes or no. How many of you say just raise your hand, students? Do you think it will fulfill the purpose if the research is not reaching the use? Okay, so if I expect my research to reach the public students, if I expect my research, whatever the work I have been doing, to reach the public, to reach the society, okay, I should do what the society demands, what the nation requires. Okay, and that is possible, that could happen only when we have collaborative work and interdisciplinary. So, I advise you to have collaboration with the students of other domains also. Don't restrict yourself to your own branch. Okay, start speaking to the students of other branches. Okay, so AICT is looking for multidisciplinary projects also. AICT believes that students can give good projects only if they are doing interdisciplinary projects. Okay, days are not far where AICT may say that a group may have students of mechanical engineering, electronic engineering, electrical engineering, and computer science engineering, because that is a belief that the higher education system thinks, and even we do believe. Okay, so it is better to start working on that from now itself. So start speaking to the students of your own batch of other disciplines. See what you can do by working collaboratively. You can develop a small mini project at this in the next 1 or 2 months. Okay, and you can see how the mini project, whatever you have been doing, is helpful to the society. Okay, don't worry about the project. Whenever you are doing any project, students, it is not that the project has to be of bigger size and of high volume. No, let it be a small project. Let it be a simple project. Let it do small tasks. Okay, if it can do a small task of your requirement according to your vision, that's more than sufficient. Start working on those things. Okay. Third semester students, okay, had done many projects for soil, for agricultural requirement. Okay, they have done many projects where they could check the moisture content of the soil, they could sense the temperature, they could do many such works. Okay, not in their final year, in third semester, your own seniors could do that. 3 batches have done the mini projects and they have done the demonstration as well. Okay, think on those lines, students. Okay, acquiring competency is in your hands. Start working on those lines. Anyway, so there are various challenges that are being faced by national education policy. The amount that we have been spending from the nation is much less compared to UK, USA, Israel, South Korea, etc. And lot of the research has been confined to DRDOs, national level laboratories like ISRO, DRDO, DST, and the national premier institutions like I think IITs, NITs, etc. And normally teaching is separated from research. People say that I belong to teaching and I will do only teaching, I cannot do research. Okay, normally researchers say that I'm confined to, I want to be confined to research, I don't want to teach. Students, we are all teachers, basically we are all teachers, we have to do teaching. Okay, research should become a passion. Okay, and normally all the engineering colleges, any institution of higher education, they focus on higher affiliation rather than other things. This is the challenges faced by NEP. But thank God, it's not so with our institution. We have been focusing on teaching learning courses and we are giving a lot of importance to research as well. Lot of importance has been given to students. And after seeing these challenges, NEP found out, NEP I can say, they started National Research Foundation, where they came out with certain suggestions. They said that multidisciplinary university settings have to be there. They came out with suggestions like there should be liaison between researchers between the government and the state universities. They also wanted to recognize the outstanding researchers and they wanted to make all the funding proposals to be up, from the common platform. These were the various research schemes that were initiated by National Research Foundations. And they also said that there should be collaboration between the state universities and DRDOs, DSTs, etc., so that the work becomes most fruitful, and also the efforts put by the researchers will reach higher care. Okay. That was the perspective of National Research Foundation. Now, coming to the support rendered by our institution, ATV College of Engineering, since from the inception, gives lot of support to the students community with whatever the work that they are involved with. It could be even cultural, it could be sports, it could be technical event, it could be any event for that matter, students. A lot of support. Okay, so encouraging the students in the institution to present the technical papers in national and international conferences by providing all the necessary facilities. If you say that you want to present your paper in the international conference, and if your paper has been selected, the institution will give you the facility. Okay, so the institution encourages you to publish the papers in quality journals by paying the article processing fees. All the departments have got department association. The department associations have been funded by the management. Management gives funding to each and every department association annually. The fund that has been given to the department associations could be utilized for the sending the student for the conferences and for paying the article processing fees of the publications, etc. But here the requirement is that article has to be published in a quality journal. The institution encourages you to apply for patents. Students, you are better thinkers compared to us. Always younger generations think ahead compared to the older generations. Right? I do believe that. Right? So now you people will have more ideas, better ideas, novel ideas compared to people of our generations. Okay, it is true always. Now, if at all you get one such idea and if at all you want to apply for patent, we are there to help you out. Okay, you can approach us, so you can apply for patents from the institutions, through our institution. Okay, so we encourage the students to attend the workshops by providing the registration fees and other support. When you go and attend the workshop, your attendance has been taken care of. Okay, and provided that you have to give the participation certificate after coming back from the attending the workshops or seminars or conferences, whatever it is. Okay, students, I tell you, don't need to start working on all these things in your final year. Okay, once you have joined engineering, it is known that you will be in this field for the next 4 years as a learner. Okay, why you want to do all these things in your final year? Start working from now itself and start availing the benefits. So by the time you reach your third year, you will have acquired a lot of competency, and you can say you are better compared to the students of other contemporary institutions who are of your own age and caliber. Right? That should be your aim, students. You should say that we are better in all aspects. Okay, research is one such thing which will elevate you, which will help you. Right? Now, we encourage students to participate in conferences, project exhibitions by providing the necessary facilities. Encouraging students to participate in hackathons organized by the national level by providing the necessary facilities. Students who has been participating in the hackathon have been given the I think they have been given the even flight ticket fare in one or two occasions. They have been given the traveling allowances, and students have been given whatever the amount that they have been spending on the consumables and other things. Okay, these are the facilities that is being provided by the institution. Okay, and the departments and the institutions organize various technical activities for the students to, and they encourage them to provide by providing them the certificates and prizes. These are the support that the institution has been giving to all the students community irrespective of the branches. Okay, students need not have to hesitate, even though you are of first year, if at all you have any idea, if at all you want to go do somewhere, if at all you want to present your project, you can always come and approach us. We are there to support you. Okay, when we say we support you not only with respect to monetary, we would like to support you with respect to the academics, we would like to help you with respect to the quality of the work that you have been doing. If you come and say that you want to present paper, you don't know how to present the paper, you have the topic, and if you say that you have the topic, you want to write a paper and you don't know how to write the paper, we are always there to support you and guide you students. Okay, you can approach us at any point of time. Now, coming to the achievements of the institution. So Steve Jobs says, the doers are the major thinkers. The people that really create the things that change this industry are both the thinker and doer in one person. Okay, you have seen a few people, set of people who will always think, a few set of people who will always do. Okay, if you want to bring some change, then both the qualities should be found in a single person. Only then you can achieve something. Right? Now, so here is the achievement of the institution. Okay, from the Department of Science and Technology for the topic Innovative ICT enabled co-working community center designed for rural development. The department, Dr. P.K. Mahesh and Dr. Prakash Purvati could get a project fund of 2 crores 4,09,208 rupees. Okay, this is from Science for Equity Empowerment and Development Division. This has been funded by that particular division of Department of Science and Technology students. It's a milestone in our in the domain of research and development. Okay. Students of and this is one of the papers that published by me in the journals. Okay, diagnosis of dementia by machine learning methods in epidemiological studies, a pilot exploratory study from South India, and this has a H index of 116. Okay, so I feel having one such paper for lifetime is worth doing than many papers of lower citation or index, and this is a paper cited across the globe for this particular paper. Okay, so this infers that whenever we do quality work, okay, work will reach the people without having any balance. We don't need to do publicity; it will reach on their own. Okay, people of different countries have cited this particular work in their publications, and we do have in the institution we do have professional bodies. Okay, so we have professional bodies in each and every department. The professional bodies will help you to have networking of your own discipline and domain, and will help you to collaborate with the students of other institutions also. Okay, we have professional bodies with like IEI, Institution of Engineers, IST, Institution, Indian Society for Technical Education. We have IET, in Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers. We have IEEE, it is an international body, it is there in our institution. Okay, last year we could get IEEE chapter in our institution. And other than that, there are other professional bodies in the civil department. Each department has its own professional body students. Okay, so mechanical has IEI, CS has Computer Society of India, EC has IET. Um, Similarly, this civil has Builder Association of India. Okay, so I suggest you all to become members of the professional bodies of your department and get connected to the people of the professional bodies at the central level as well as at the national level. So whenever these professional bodies at the central level and national level will be doing any activities, they will be sending invitations to the professional bodies of your center. Okay, so you will be, so many times it so happens that there is no registration fees at all. If at all you are planning to present your papers or work in the conferences that are being organized by such professional bodies, the members of the professional body will be asked to pay less compared to the member without the people without membership. Okay, if the others are charged 1,000 rupees, you may be asked to pay 700 or 600 rupees. That depends upon the professional body that you are being involved with. Okay, and you always have the privilege. Okay, so I suggest you all to become the members of the professional bodies of your concerned department. It's very important for you to establish the network. Okay. So patent is very important requirement. Okay, of enabling. I told you innovation is one of the domains which any higher education needs to look into. Okay, and according to the World Intellectual Property Organization, China has made 13,38,500 patent application students. Okay, with just 10% of the that has been done by non-resident children. A has made 605,571 patent applications, while from India we could make only 45,057 patent applications. You can see the huge difference in the number, and with 70% were by non-resident Indians. Can you see the huge difference with the number of patents and the number of percentage of NRIs that have applied for patents? So here is a huge demand, huge requirement for us to apply for patents. I wish students of this particular semester will have ideas, and any idea you bring students could be converted to a patent, permitted that it should be normal, it shouldn't be existing earlier. Okay, any real-time problem that you think that you come across, for which you think that you can provide a solution, that could be patentable. Okay, anything you think as a new idea, you can approach us. Okay, we see whether it could be patentable. If it is so, we can apply for patent. Now, recently we have done MOU with Intellect Vision of New Delhi. Okay, principal has signed MOU with the Intellect Vision. Okay, so it is already in process. So it is active. Students of our college can approach us at any point in time. Students of our institution had participated in hackathons that are being conducted at the national level. Okay, so there was in 2017 students of our college had participated in the hackathons conducted at Amritsar, and in 2018 they had participated in the hackathon conducted in Guwahati, and 19 they had participated in the hackathon conducted in Noida. Okay, in 2020, because of those COVID, we could not go outside, but we had conducted internal hackathon, and one team got shortlisted, and this is the team that got shortlisted. And for each of that team, there was a faculty mentor, and the faculty mentor will help you and guide you with respect to the proposal that have been submitted. What are the hackathon that has been planned at the national level? They had given real-time problems, and our students could give their suggestions, give the ideas for the real-time problems, whatever that they had given. Okay, there were in the very first hackathon, if I remember, there were 600 and odd problems for which there were 7,200 solutions that were proposed by various engineering colleges, including IITs and NITs. Okay, and from our institution we had applied, I think, 9 solutions were given. Okay, out of which 9 solutions were given from the E&C department itself. Okay, 3 got selected from the institution. Okay, from starting, India, the MHRD has started the Smart India Hackathon in the year 2017. Okay, I'm very proud and privileged to say, you students, in all the 4 consecutive years, I think ours must be the only engineering college which would have been shortlisted and had attended the final hackathon. Okay, so in the very first hackathon from the Karnataka, there were only 2 engineering colleges which had participated. One is ATME College of Engineering, other one is SJVIT. Okay, only 2 engineering colleges. And in the very first time, 3 groups could attend, and none of the engineering college could from Mysore could participate, could get into that. Okay, it is because of our students' community. It is efforts put by the students. Okay, no second doubt about it. This is the strength of your seniors. That's what I want to say here. This is the strength of our alumni. Okay, and in all the 4 years, our students have participated consecutively. In all the 4 consecutive years, we had participated in the Smart India Hackathon, irrespective of the number of participants that I have applied. Okay, so getting selected, 7,200 applicants were there. That means around 42,000 students had applied, and we could get into them. Okay, so this shows the competency that the students have acquired. I think I have to speak in HV language so that you have better understanding, right? So, and all the 4 years they have participated, and this time, as Prime Minister was telling in his one of the talks earlier, we had started Hackathon 2021. I think students, you also must have seen a lot of motivating videos where we had, and where people have been telling us to stop using the hardware and software of any country. Okay, I don't want to be specific. Okay, and let us start making something of our own. So we have been saying Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we should say that make in India, stand up India, startup India, and we have to start doing things on our own. Hackathon 2021 is one such initiative that has been taken by 8 different ministries: Ministry of Textiles, and started by Innovation Cell Government of India in association with various 7 ministries. Okay, and they had 68 problem statements. Okay, around 1,32,819 registrations were done. 17,770 ideas were received by the Innovation Cell Government of India, of which, okay, students of our institution are being selected. There was one team that was selected by Computer Science Department under the guidance of Mohnish, and one team is being selected by E&C Department. Students, these are students of 3rd semester, not the students of higher semester, 7th or 8th semester. Students of 3rd semesters would get selected for this hackathon. Okay, from the institution we had sent 12 proposals. 3 teams got selected, and this is the team that has been selected from the electrical department. Okay, so even Hackathon 2021 came, and we are there. That's it. Okay, so technical festivals. So department conducts technical festivals. Department of Mechanical conducts Yantrics. Okay, here are the 2 pictures of the events conducted by technical festival of various departments. This is by E&C department. Okay, projects exhibition are being done by all the department students. Okay, this is the technical festival conducted by electrical, Abagama. Okay, and therefore you can see the innovative projects that are being designed and developed by the students of electrical department. Mechanical department has done wonderful job. They have done a lot of they are very creative, and you can see when during offline classes, when you see the mechanical department, okay, in the corridors they have kept lot of products that are being developed by them. Okay, so lot of work has been taking place, and KSCST projects are being, our students are being selected in the KSCST project. Every year Karnataka KSCST gives problem statements and expects the students to give them ideas, and their students are expected to develop the projects and they have to demonstrate as well. Okay, and those were the projects that were got best project awards. Students of electrical department could get them. Okay, datum is the technical class that is being done by civil department. They had conducted national conferences also. Each department is highly competent students. In our college, each and every department has its own unique feature, and they work in the ways to say that theirs is the best. Okay, so this is the national conference that has been done by civil department, and this is the code relay program that has been conducted by computer science department. Okay, so this time good number of projects could get selected for this KCST, and each project that the students have developed will be funded. It is not that the students will develop something of their own interest and the government gives funding. Government tells what is the problem that, sorry. Okay, government tells what is the problem that that government is facing, the real-time problem, for which the students are expected to give the solutions. Anyway, I am not able to open this for some. Okay, not a problem. So there were various projects that were developed. Now I think it is visible. Okay, so these were the various projects that have been developed by the students of our engineering college. Okay. So students publications. Okay, students of our own college, okay, have done good number of publications. Here are a few examples which I have taken from students under my category. Okay, so they have done that publication in Springer. Trust me, students, people who have been doing research find it difficult to publish their paper in Springer lecture notes. Okay, but your own seniors, students of this engineering college, alumni of our college, could present their papers in the Springer journal. Okay, so it is vehicle speed warning system and wildlife detection system to avoid wildlife vehicle collisions, right? And one of the paper has been published in Google Scholar Index journal, and this is published in IEEE. This is the students of first batch. Okay, they could present their papers in international conference held in IEEE conference in Vijayawada, and this is the paper that has been published by them. And for this paper, we could had applied for patent also, and we could get patents also. Okay, thanks a lot for your patience, hearing. Okay, I would like to end the session with a quote of Swami Vivekananda. Never say no, never say I cannot, for you are infinite. All the power is within you. You can do anything. Students, you are the younger generations. You are the creators of the next generation. Okay, if you really want to do something, you can definitely do it. Okay, first, think what you can do. Set your goal, acquire the competency, start working on those lines. Okay, definitely will be achievers. Thank you. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks to the organizing committee, thanks to management, and thanks to principal for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam, for your beautiful presentation and giving insight about the research developments and how a student can able to get into the research. Being though whether they're in first year or second year doesn't matter. You can start with the first step itself. So thank you for a wonderful presentation and also giving a lot of activities which has been happened from the end of ATME. So which definitely will motivate our students to take part in future research programs. Thank you very much, madam.
Yes. Thank you, students. Thanks to Tejkumar. Thank you.
Dear students, I have posted the attendance form, so you can use that link to give your mark your attendance. And as you all know, the afternoon sessions will be the revision classes. For the day 3, for A section, for chemistry cycle A section, the chemistry classes will be taken. For B section, the electronic subject will be taken, and for C section, elements of mechanical engineering will be taught. For physics cycle, there is a slight change in the schedule. For E section, engineering graphics will be taken, as well as for the F section, and for G section, physics lab will be taken. So this is the schedule for today's afternoon session. So dear students, now you can leave for the lunch break, and afternoon 2 o'clock, the respective class teacher will going to post you the link, and through that link you can able to attend your classes. So please mark your attendance. It will be closed at 12:45. Thank you for joining the session.